Hello and welcome to the Powerboost meditation. Today, let us experiment with the theme from external to eternal. From external to eternal. We know that we are all spiritual beings playing our roles on this stage of life. Anything which is external to the soul is external. And so, whatever this physical instrument, the body, projects, understands, senses from this drama of life, when I process that, so when I process the external, that's what um, drains the energy of the soul. Because the soul is eternal. Whatever is external is perishable. Everything in this external world has an expiry date. Nothing will last forever. The body, the bodily props, the objects, the dramas, the characters, nothing will actually last forever. And so the external world is coming, going, changing. It's like a cloud, constantly, organically evolving. And when the mind is too much focused on the details of the external, it is then that the eternal peace, the eternal love, the eternal joy of the soul gets depleted. And so the option that we have is to just take a moment and appreciate and focus and acknowledge the eternal soul playing its role within this physical world, the eternal experience of the being, the eternal nature of the soul, of love, of peace, of happiness, the eternal relationship that we have with one another as spiritual brothers, as spiritual friends on this journey of life. And the only eternal relationship I have with the one being who knows me eternally is the divine. So the more I appreciate, acknowledge, and focus my attention on the eternal, because the soul is eternal, it regains its sovereignty. It's really a paradox that we are eternal beings and uh, looking for an experience in the external world. But really, the experience, the real experience that we souls are looking for is in the eternal. It lies in the eternal. And so, meditation simply is this art of paying attention to the eternal whilst playing part, role in the external, so that the external doesn't consume my mind. Of course, I play my part with complete dedication, accuracy, and enjoyment. But then nothing of the external consumes the mind. And that's where I maintain the eternal stage, the eternal remembrance, um, whilst interacting in the external world. And just takes a second to shift the attention from the external to the eternal. So let's spend a few minutes shifting our attention from the external to the eternal. So as we sit relaxed and comfortably, we realize that we are actors playing our roles in this external world that is related to the senses, the physical dimension. It's all external to me, the soul. I realize that this external world is constantly changing. It's a world that it's like a story, a fiction. I realize that whilst playing my part in this external world, I don't need to carry the external world inside me. The various people, their personalities and situations and attachments, all of that is a part of the external world. And within this, the only real entity being is the eternal soul. That is me. The most beautiful point of light, the soul. I shift my attention to appreciate the presence of the soul. I am eternal. I existed before this physical body took shape, and I will continue to exist even after this body perishes. The name, the form, everything belongs to the character that I, the soul, am playing. It is transient, temporary. I realize that just like me, everyone else is an eternal being. We're all eternal travelers who have come from our home of light, are in this costume, interacting with one another, and then we'll go back to our home of light, realizing this eternal truth allows me to experience my eternal nature, my eternal nature of complete peace, uncontaminated and natural peace, which is unaffected by anything of the physical world. I experience my eternal nature of unconditional love towards every being in this world. And my eternal nature of happiness to enjoy every scene that the game of life brings. I realize that I have an eternal relationship with the source, the divine. As I shift my attention to my eternal home, the home of light, I soak in the silence and I come close to my eternal companion, the divine. I allow the eternal love of the divine to flow towards me. I'm lost in the eternal presence, company of the divine. I have come home to meet my eternal companion and my eternal family, family of souls that we all are. I pay attention to emerge this eternal experience. Completely detached from the external world, absorbed in the eternal bliss. Gently, as I return back to the role world, the physical world, the external world. I know that this world is external to me, and I stay focused on the eternal within me, the eternal around me. I carry the eternal in a natural way. Oh, Shanti. Thank you.